sustainability has been around for a long time in various guises, and in fact for us, celebrating our 100th anniversary in 2020, I think we are a sustainable business. We have to have been doing some of these things, otherwise we wouldn't still be here. But there's no doubt that there's a lot more focus on it now from investors, from other stakeholders, and we look at it very much through the lens of what do our stakeholders want and expect of us. And those stakeholders range obviously from the people who pay the rent, the customers, through to the local authorities and the communities we invest in, our employees and future employees and what they expect and want of us as a business, and of course with the shareholders and providers of finance. And then we look at what are the things that matter to them and what are the things that we think we can do that really make a big difference. And so there's a lot of work going on in the logistics space now around producing buildings that have a lower carbon impact. That means using concrete that has much lower carbon content. It means looking at alternative materials. So in continental Europe, in France, for example, we're using wooden beams rather than steel that we'd see in the UK. We're doing a lot of work in terms of LCD lighting and motion sensors. We're starting to invest in sensors in buildings to enable occupiers to get data, and indeed we get that data too, to understand how efficiently they're using buildings. So we're doing a lot of things that are around what the occupiers want to do. And the big thing we've been doing a lot more work on recently, and I think is a theme for the years ahead, is putting an investment into green energy. So for us that means photovoltaic cells on roofs of buildings. We talked about at our half-year results a building we created for Zalando, the online retailer in Verona. We've put something like 7,800 PV cells on the roof. That's generating enough power to service 3,000 homes or the equivalent thereof. And those are the sort of areas that we think there's going to be a lot more investment in the future, and it's a great opportunity. We think that with the amount of roof space we have, we've got a chance to make a big contribution to the need for society to have greener, cleaner energy, and that's sitting on our roofs.